Hello TG, welcome to the next installment of the Get to Know Your COC series. I'm Outrage. Today we've got with us a special guest. It's TG's answer to the Coltrane. We've got our very own Mike Train, the Gears of War Division Officer, TG Mik. Hey dude, how's it going?
Pretty good. How about you?
Good man, good. I'm going to drop this straight off the bat because I'm looking at your profile and it's getting to me already. Why on earth can you not spell Mike with an E?
Well, my original gamer tag was Mike the Ripper, and someone, I guess, already had that, so I just replaced all the E's in there with threes, and then when I changed it to when I joined TG, I just said, you know what, might as well keep it where all my regular friends know who it is.
Okay, I'll give you that one. I'm still not saying it's cool, but I'll give you that one. You can tell yourself it's okay and go with it.
We both know it's cool.
Alright, cool. Unique, right? Because there's nobody else out there.
I'm waiting for you to change yours with threes. I'm gonna look out for it.
Alright, cool. There's going to be X's and I's and dots and ones all over the shop. You wait.
Awesome.
Cool. So for those of you who don't know, Mike is the Gears of War Division Officer. He's been around in TG for quite a long while now, knows the ropes, knows everything inside out about Gears of War and TG itself. Started out really as a COC position within the division as HTIA. How did you find being a HTIA? Was it good times for you?
Compared to being squad leader, it was a little bit better. You have more stuff to do.
Okay.
Squad leader, you kind of get limited to only doing your squad. HKI was still mainly focused in IS, but for the most part, it was a lot more fun.
Okay, that's good. I mean, you spent a relatively good amount of time as the HCIA. Did that give you lots of insight and lots of preparation that you needed to take on the BGC position when you eventually took that in September last year?
Yeah, actually, I pretty much had the complete understanding of how to use the multi-mod, knew all the little functions in and out. The only thing I really didn't know was just a couple small things that only division staff can do.
Okay, awesome, good stuff. I mean, BGC position for you was literally like ships that pass in the night, because you spent, like, in all seriousness, a matter of days practically as BGC, and then you got bumped straight up to DO. Was that like an easy transition for you, because by that point you knew the division, you knew everyone in the division, you were ready to rock and roll? A nice easy step up?
Yeah, I kind of already knew when I took BGC that I was going to get DO right away because Elite had to go on leave for school. So he pretty much let me handle things after he showed me the few things that I didn't know, and then just let me get caught up.
Okay, cool. Good stuff. Okay, so before we get into like the nooks and the crannies of the division and whatnot, let's talk about the fact that we've got a new Gears of War coming to a console near you. Still only going to be 360 title, is that right?
Yes, still only 360. Comes out on March 19th.
Awesome.
And it's a prequel to the first three. It's actually what happened about, I can't remember the exact time frame, but it's just just after the start of when the Locust actually come out and show themselves to humanity.
Oh, okay, that's cool. That's a nice little touch, actually, because I've got to be honest, I have played all three of the Gears of Wars, but I've only ever played them for the story mode, because I've always thought the story mode is immense, the character definition is amazing, so that'd be really nice, actually, going back to the way it all started, how it all started, build up a little bit more about the characters themselves.
The actual main characters are Baird and Cole, actually. They are the two. There's not going to be Marcus and Dom. They might show up in the campaign, but they're not the main focus in this one.
Seriously? Wow.
Yes.
Oh, man. Marcus is the man, though. That guy is rocking.
Yeah, but I think this is around the time he was in prison, like at the beginning of the first one. It's either right before he goes to prison, or this one's focused around Baird and Cole's original squad and what happened with what they were doing during the Locust invasion.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so we're going back to the beginning, seeing how it all pans out, seeing how it all builds up. Good stuff, looking forward to that. If you guys haven't got that date in your diary, make sure you drop it in there now. What was it, March the
19th?
March the 19th, let's get a date for that diary. So how do you think that's going to affect the division? Hopefully you're planning on expanding massively with the launch of the new title?
Yes, I'm already starting to see a few people starting to join to get ready for it, but for the most part, I'm just hoping to actually open up a few more squads.
Awesome, good stuff. Talking about squads, I saw you guys have got a CS squad. How is your CS squad doing? You guys competing on some ladders at the moment?
Right now, they're not focusing on game battles ladders or anything like that. They've actually been entering themselves in a few tournaments sponsored by Epic, a couple other smaller companies, stuff like that, seeing how they can place there before Judgement comes out.
Okay, that's good. Epic is the developer?
Yes, they're the main developer for Gears of War.
Awesome. That's great to see the developers getting involved and actually creating these tournaments and realizing that they have a demand for it amongst the Gears of War community. That's really nice to see, actually, from a developer.
You don't really get to see that very often. Just a little tie back to a second ago. Epic actually paid for 10 popular YouTubers to fly out and play test the new Gears of War before about a month or two ago.
Oh, wow. Seriously? That's awesome.
So like they took all their feedback and put it into the game and let them test it with their proposed upgrades or changes. That way they could see if they worked or if they didn't work or if they needed to be tweaked a little bit more and stuff like that. So you don't really get to see that very often.
No, that is awesome stuff. Great to see, and hopefully they carry that through into the new game as well and make it all about the community. Is the competitive scene alive and kicking really with Gears of War? Apart from that, is there any big ladders apart from what Epic are doing?
Not too much. I mean, game battles is still kind of popular with us, but since the game's been out for over a year now, it's kind of dying down.
Sure.
We don't normally get a game every year or anything like that, so we usually have like a downtime in between games that's pretty hard on the division.
Okay, fair play, fair play. So, in the background at the moment, we've got you playing the game. For those of us who aren't familiar, what's this map called?
If it's still on the first one, that is Clock Tower, and I'm just playing it's basically a 2-on-2 game type with 4 teams.
Okay, like a multi-team.
Yeah, kind of like multi-team from Halo 3, and where it's just me and my HTIA playing, and then the second map is Gridlock.
Okay, good stuff, good stuff. And we're not going to mention too much about the fact that you're rocking pink weapons. I don't even want to know why or how that's come about. Considering this game is all about aliens, destruction, death, gore, you're rocking pink weapons. You may as well be throwing daisies at the enemy, man.
But what is more like detrimental to your self-esteem than having a guy bounce up to you and kill you with a pink shotgun?
I'll tell you what's more detrimental. Not only is the guy shooting you with a pink gun, but the guy behind the controller has also got the biggest beard in the world. Got to tell you guys, Mike has got some fuzz going on around those chops.
I actually shaved it not too long ago. I was a little sad. I got yelled at for doing it.
Do you feel like Samson, though? Did you lose all that hair and lose all your powers?
I'll tell you what, it was in like the beginning of January, and my face was so cold, it wasn't even funny. Like, I could not be in the wind, and I was still just like, I'm like holding my face like, I need hair there again. This is not cool.
It's like a comfort for you. Oh, I love it. Brilliant. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, so let's have a look. We put a post up in the Gears of War division thread and asked some of you guys to come and put your questions forward for Mike. We got a couple of responses. Thank you for doing that. As we release more of these videos, we're going to want more and more questions from you guys. We want to get under the skin of some of these DOs, find out what makes them tick. So any burning questions you have, please make sure you post them up. But let's hit you with some of these questions that come up. First and foremost, we got TG Mik3, your core commander, third core commander. We had him on for the last video. He dropped a couple of questions. The first one relates directly to what we're talking about. You know, it's that beard. At what point did you think that beard made you look good? Is Chrissy's first question to you, dude.
Actually, a couple past girlfriends. I don't know what it is, but girls just love my beard.
Okay. They like the soft touch. Basically, they thought it was a pet. They were just petting you, man.
Exactly. It helps that it is soft.
Nice, good stuff. What conditioner do you use?
I don't. I just use shampoo.
Au natural. Good stuff. All right, Chris has put a second question for you, and he just simply wants to know, how cool is your core commander?
I actually prefer Blistig. You know, at least he probably would have mentioned me in his interview. So, yeah,
but
I prefer Blistig.
I'm right in thinking that you managed to get your own back right, because on the Get to Know Your Core Commander night, I hear that you filled in with quite a few bullets.
The first kill of the first game we played was me shooting him in the face with a sniper rifle.
Nice, nice. I bet you loved it. We need to find that video, get that up on the forums, because people need to see that.
When the article comes up for that event, you guys will see gameplay that he recorded himself that I took some time editing for him.
Good man, good man. Oh.
So once I can get some music up, it'll be up.
Perfect, perfect. We look forward to seeing that. We'll keep our eyes peeled for it. Okay, cool. So we've got a question from the guy who's actually playing that game with you at the moment, TG Boo. He's the HTIA of Gears of War Division. So he puts a couple of questions to you as well. What has been your favourite position in Gears of War Division to date?
Probably Dio. just to be able to help out everybody in the division and not just like a single squad, like I said earlier.
Yep.
I mean, other than upper COC positions like HTIA, BGC, and DO, I've never held a position outside of IS. My first run in TG, I went straight from an IS squad member to the squad leader.
Okay.
And then when I came back, I was literally back in for, I think, 36 hours. And they're like, well, you want to be the squad leader again?
Okay. So you just literally spent all that time in IS, which I suppose put you in good stead for the HCIA position that you eventually took as well.
Yeah, I've been around for both Gears of War 2 and the Gears of War 3 cycle for the games.
Mm-hmm.
And both times, like, I've never left IS. I've never been placed in an ST squad. It's actually kind of funny.
Wow, that is pretty cool. It's a nice little stat to have there. Okay, so here's the next question. Like, this is a horrible question to answer, man. Who is your favourite person in Gears of War Division?
He asked that specifically, so I would say him, actually. I
Let's
know
not
that.
say him.
Um,
Nobody will think you're too egotistical if you say yourself.
I'll go with my CS squad leader. He was actually I was actually his IS squad leader back in Gears of War 2. So I'll go with Zay's Insane.
Okay, yeah, fair play. Good stuff. There we go. Zayn Zane. It's all about you, dude. All right, Boo's last point. Like, he wants a shout out in this video. I think we spoke about you already enough, dude. You're not getting a shout out. Let's move on swiftly. Good stuff. All right, we've got a question as well from Chobinator2. Great question, actually. Thanks for this, dude. What makes Gears of War Division stand out?
I think mostly it's because Gears of War is like the only third-person shooter that's made it this long. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe it's actually the longest open division in TG.
Okay, nice little stat there as well. Good stuff.
Yeah, I want to say we were one of the first divisions and we've lasted the entire run.
Excellent. Good stuff. Good stuff. I mean, the cool thing about Gears of War as well, it was the first shooter, if I remember correctly, that started to use this this cover system, which we've now seen emulated across loads of other games as well.
Yeah.
Excellent. So some good things there. He puts another question to you as well. Best thing, curb stomping or headshot cross map?
Since I'm primarily a sniper in Gears, I'm gonna go with headshot across the map.
Okay.
There's nothing better than that satisfaction of seeing a guy looking at you through his sniper and you just going, I win.
Fair play, cool. But you can't deny some of those finishing moves, because I'm right thinking they've got a variation in finishing moves now. It's not just the curb stomp. They've got a few different animations. Is that right?
There's a few different ones. There's a specialized one for each weapon.
Okay.
And then if you just keep your primary pistol out, you will actually, depending on if you're one of the humans, you kick them over and you punch them in the head until their head explodes.
Nice.
And if you're a locust, you actually rip their arm off and beat them to death with it.
Beautiful. Can't beat a little bit of locust brutality.
Exactly. So, but like I said, there's one for every weapon. It is pretty much customized for that weapon. Some of them are kind of copies of the other one that just look a little bit better or different because you're using a different weapon.
Sure. Okay, good stuff. Again, thank you for all those questions, guys. Good to see you guys getting involved. Please make sure you do so going forwards. All right, so we've got the new release coming out very soon. We've had a good run on this current franchise. What's the future of Gears of War Division as far as you can see, dude? Is it just bigger and better with the new releases?
If it follows the trend, yes, the games have been improving. I mean, Gears of War 1 was an amazing game. It had a great lobby system and everything. Gears of War 2, other than if its lag issues had been resolved, it probably would have been one of the best in the series. It probably would have been one of the best, in my opinion, in the series. It was fun. It was a great time, but just the lag issues online and the host capabilities were just way too detrimental.
Sure, same thing. Every game you play, it's always that lag issue. Makes it so hard for us gamers to actually enjoy the game and the environment sometimes. Hopefully one day it gets sorted out and we can even start to play some games cross-channel sometimes.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Other than that, though, I mean, Gears doesn't stand out too much.
It's good. It's always going to be up there as one of the top games. Like I say, third-person shooters, there's nothing out there to rival it, really. It is one of the best.
Yeah, I think just because of the main, like the idea of the cover system and how you can get on and get off the cover so fluidly, it makes it stand out to where games like Ghost Recon, where like the cover system was a little clunky, it kind of made it where it wasn't as like you couldn't be. It was too tactical. Is what I
Sure.
guess. Like you, since it was too realistic to the cover system, like to a real life cover system, you couldn't do as much. So it made the game a little bit, I guess, more challenging.
Yeah, I know where you're coming from. And sometimes you just want to get on, have fun, kill some people, take some names.
Yeah, like playing Ghost Recon, if you didn't have a full team, it was really hard to win. If you're a good Gears of War player, you can carry your team easily.
Yeah, good stuff, good stuff. All right, we are getting towards the end of your gameplay, dude. It's time to wrap this up, but thank you for coming on. It's been a pleasure meeting you, having a good chat with you, finding out a little bit more about you and about your division. Best of luck for the new release. I hope things do get bigger and better for you. I want to see Gears of War blowing up on the forums. Hopefully we'll get to have you on again soon for another chat.
Oh, I'm more than happy.
Good stuff, good stuff. All right, guys, before we sign out, this, along with all of our other videos, are being posted on the official Tactical Gaming YouTube channel. Please feel free to get over there, leave us some comments. We do all read it, we do all check it. It massively helps our recruitment, and we do want to make that thing bigger and better. Get the TG name out there into the public eye a little bit more. So if you haven't already done so, please go and check us out, leave some comments, get involved. Feel free to subscribe to us as well, it does help. But for the time being, this is us signing out. Make sure you check us out next time for the next interview. See you guys soon.